Hi guys, I'm Victoria. I'm with Nerd Caliber. So I just have a few questions for you guys today. I know that you guys are all on this game called Murder. Little creepy for this time of year. Normally it's all Christmas movies and stuff, but so I saw it the other day and it was really good. So I'm gonna start off with Adam, get the writer out of the way. When most people are writing horror movies, they tend to go from like crazy action scene, crazy action scene, crazy action scene, and a lot of times the story gets lost while it's going through. Did you have any difficulty finding like to be able to keep the plot and the story going while you were writing, or did you kind of put out each scene you knew you wanted to do and then write for in between?
Oh, it's not easy. It's a matter of focusing a lot on pacing, like how long are the scenes, like what scene comes before the next scene, and just like any kind of a story. It doesn't matter, my stories are a bit dark, but in any kind of a story, like the scene before the next scene should lead to that scene or something to drive the story. So it's not just like random scenes here and there. I mean,
Yeah.
sure, I put some funny stuff in here and there, pickled throughout just because it's fun, but you have to kind of create scenes that move the story forward in order to tell a story.
Yeah, I think you did a really good job with that. Like I said, I find that some like horror thriller films, it just goes gory scene, nothing in really between, and then another gory scene. You did a really good job with making sure that you kept up with the story while including all those action-packed madness scenes.
Thank you, man.
You're welcome. So, Vanessa and Natasha, I have two separate questions for you. So, Vanessa, I will ask you first. So you get to be a little crazy and over the top in the film. So what scene did you find was the closest to pushing it like past your over the top as an actress? Like,
Oh, there's a few. But probably there's a scene in like the underground I don't know, homeless encampment, would we call it, Adam? It's kind of their home.
Yeah, it was something. I mean, it was some kind of a place like that. Yeah,
something like that.
I think it was a home. It was. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was.
The tunnel that all the kids were living in, and
the flop house.
There's one scene where Jennifer's pretty drunk, and I made some bold choices in that scene to just spinning around on a table and falling on the girls, and Adam let me improvise a little bit too, and like they were like trying to feed me, and it was a whole thing, and I that one was like, okay, you should rein this in right now, because you're getting a little too much freedom right now. This is gonna get to a place.
But then you cut, and then you're like, oh, it's actually like that works so well. So they can always.
I had a conversation while shooting too, where I was like, I would do 3 different versions.
Yeah.
Like it was kind of like, okay, here's the grounded version, here's the over the top version, and here's just the I'm doing this.
Like just wing it version.
It was kind of like, all right, whatever makes sense when it's all edited together.
Yeah. So Natasha, last but not least, so although your character is quite eccentric, you also had to maintain like a motherly role during the filming of this. How did you find that you were able to keep that balance and like still be able to play that mother while still being able to do all the madness and what have you with her character?
Well, it's the trying hard to be a good mother that makes her mad and crazy, okay? Let's face it. That's what did it to her. It is an interesting balance, and I haven't seen the film yet. I'm actually watching it tonight for the first time. So it is always an interesting balance when something is sort of abstract and sort of heightened reality and sort of comedic, but also really dark, to try and find those grounded moments. And I have no idea if that happened in any way, shape, or form. I could probably tell you more tomorrow, but You know, I think, look, when it comes to motherhood, when it comes to that instinct, that love that you have for your child, no matter how nuts you are, no matter how, and this is obviously not based so much in reality, but like even that in a heightened sense,
Yeah.
that kind of connection that you have to your kid, no matter how crazy you're behaving and what else you're doing. It's like parents always say, I would love my child even if they killed someone. And you don't obviously want your kid to kill someone. And you might even tell on them. You might not hide them. You might not do that. But the love that you have is so intensely pure. And so I don't know if any of that comes across. I think she has a really twisted way of loving her daughter, obviously.
But the love's
But
still
she does. But she does. Yeah.
Okay, guys, I have one final question. Since this is the game called Murder, or this game called Murder, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to mess that up. What is your favorite game? Anyone can go first.
Like board games?
Any game. I'm at this point, any game, you know, the hide and seek,
I love
anything.
Yahtzee, right? I'm so back into Yahtzee, like back into my childhood Yahtzee phase at the moment. And Pictionary. I love those games, but then I like a lot of other twists, you know, this Cards Against Humanity and all that kind of stuff too. But I like old school board games. I'm into that.
I've been playing a lot of Code Names. I don't know if anyone's up to date on Code Names. That's a fun one. That's a fun group game. It really gets you to like psychologically try to figure out how to communicate something to people with one word. And I mean, this is like from my childhood. There's an Italian card game called Scopa that I always play with my dad and my sister, and that's one of my favorite games.
Oh, nice.
Not murder.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Adam, how about you?
To be honest with you, I haven't been playing any games. Like,
so what's your favorite game
I
from
just
childhood?
work all the time. I make movie. I think making movies is my favorite thing.
That's a good game. It is a fun
Did you
game.
play? No, Adam, I'm curious now. Did you play any games as a child?
You play a character. She plays a character. I write the story and have the wonderful opportunity of directing you both. It's all a game. Yeah. You know, I think making movies is my favorite game.
It's a good game.
You know, we play. It's not none of this is real. You know, it's like,
what?
You know, nobody killed anybody.
You said a couple interviews ago you had bodies in your closet, so I'm confused. I'm all over the place now.
So maybe his favorite
that was a
game
joke,
is murder.
not a game.
Oh, okay.
There's a difference between a joke and a game, Natasha.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, thank you guys so much. It's been a pleasure talking to you all. Thank you everyone who's going to be watching. I hope you all get to watch this movie. It was very good. I highly recommend it. Also, congratulations on your win in, oh my god, I already forgot. Was it Burbank International Festival that you got the film?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, congratulations on that. So nice talking with you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Recording stopped.